Howdy, partner, and welcome to a Paradise Lost podcasting channel. This here's your marshal, Cody. My pronouns are he, they. Joining me as we put the weird into Weird West is...
Hi, I'm Christina. Pronouns are she, they is fine as well. I am playing Emerson Drez. She runs the local theater, and as you will come to learn, she has kind of a paranoia or phobia of birds.
Hi there, everyone. My name's Brendan. My pronouns are he, him, and in this game, I'll be playing John Liberty, the high-kicking sheriff of Caliente.
Hi, my name is Britt. My pronouns are she, her. I'm playing Cassidy Burke, but her friends can call her Sid. Cassidy's a widow who owns a bar, and she always carries a Zippo but doesn't smoke.
Hey guys, my name's Tyler. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Jackie Dawson, kindly and gentlemanly barber of Caliente.
Hey, this is Michaela, she, her, playing Doc Cavell, and she is the town doc who does the best she can in these violent times to walk the line of not adding to the cycle of death, which can be difficult sometimes.
Hi, I'm Alex. I go by he, him. I'm playing Samuel Mammon as the town preacher, a man of spirit and soul and family.
And without further ado, we present to you Deadlands, a fistful of ghost rock. When last we left off, Andrea was gifted the breath of life, and Doc Valentine breathed her last breath and fell over. As the magic fades away and the color returns to Andrea's skin, she sits up looking around and just simply asks, "What happened?"
Samuel, he doesn't even really know what to say. He just is kind of like holding her tight. I think he's probably like trying to, at least for a moment, kind of block off the view of Doc Val's body.
So she gets the view of her corrupted, beat to shit father.
Well, I mean, I don't know, I guess.
It's a lose-lose here, bud. Lose-lose right now, okay?
Yeah, totally.
No, I get what you're saying.
I guess after, like, when he finally finds his words, he just tells her he loves her, and and if it kind of goes on for a while, at some point he'd probably be like, "Well, what was the last thing you remember?"
But last I remember is Paul came down to the church, and he was gonna take me to Montana, but everything after that, it hurts to think about.
It's a long story. We'll fill you in, but I don't think. Yeah, we'll fill you in, but yeah, we should probably figure out what we're doing, guys.
John is kind of, I guess, gonna take a moment to look at there's like some definite death and destruction in this place, and like Are there any other like homesteads or anything on the horizon, or is it just this and then like I guess rolling plains or whatever?
Uh,
Because we're on the real world now, right?
we are on the real world now. It's from your vantage point, the land's so flat. You can just make out in the distance that there's like other homesteads. And off to the west, there's like as well off to the east. Off to the east, yeah. As the sun's starting to set, there's that like faint glow of civilization lights. Like it's a walk, it's a hike, but there is other things around.
And then for my knowledge, Cody, or if you want me to, I can roll something for this. But how bad of an idea is it to be out in at night?
It's not well, it's always a bad idea to be out in the wilderness at night. It just is what it is. You guys have been to Vietnam and back, so you probably could handle anything you run into. There's not.
Do we get the sense that this is like a Deadlands?
No, this does not seem to be a Deadlands.
Okay.
It seems like, from what you know about the Deadlands, it seems like maybe the father in call was trying to start the process. Trying to bring a Manitou's influence into the real world. So, Emerson, what you doing?
So while all this has been going on, Emerson has kind of wandered off to the tombstones, since she was told earlier that one of them had her name on it. As she wanders up to one of them, she does see that it has her name on it. It's her tombstone. And she just kind of stares at it for a while, just kind of soaking that in. I don't know if anybody would have paid attention to her walking off or not.
Since Jackie is the one who saw the tombstone originally and mentioned it, if Emerson doesn't come back after a while, Jackie would slowly make his way over there.
Yeah, you just see her just kind of staring at the tombstone and trying to kind of slowly cocks her head to the side.
Yeah, eventually he would walk up. Just kind of stand there in silent support until he's spoken to. If he's spoken to.
She's not going to say anything. She does look back to see you there and goes over to the other tombstone and looks at, kind of brushes it to be able to see what the name says on that one.
As you brush it off, you see the last name of the inhabitant of that grave is chiseled in what looks like your handwriting. Like, you know how you look at something and you're like, I don't remember writing that, but that looks like my handwriting. It looks like Emerson's handwriting. And the name on the second groove's tombstone is Alexander Den.
Someone you know?
I don't know. It's my handwriting. And she just kind of traces her finger along the scripture. Yeah, that's definitely my handwriting for this tombstone, but the name doesn't ring a bell.
You looked through the house yet?
No, but do you see any shovels anywhere? I gotta know something.
I guess I'll look around for a shovel.
Yeah, there's one. It's not in the best condition, but there is one near the gravesite. Like somebody
Yeah.
did the thing and then just left it and walked away.
Yeah, normally Jackie certainly does, without hesitation, grab a shovel and start digging up a grave.
Which one you digging up?
Oh, I would.
I want to know about this one's first.
So
Pointing
I'll
at
dig that one up.
Alexander's grave. What?
So I'll dig the one that Emerson points to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you dig it up, and there's for sure a coffin. Yeah, coffin in there.
Has it been there a while, or is it like fresh?
It's been there a while. It's been there at least a couple.
So it can be
years.
cracked open with the shovel. Probably,
Yeah,
right?
for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm going to give one final look over to Emerson, waiting for approval.
I'll open it. It's not really your job, I guess.
I'll hand her the shovel wordlessly.
Emerson takes the shovel and kind of like a crowbar kind of pries the spade of it into the coffin and just forces it down to pop it open. And inside there, well, it's not an empty coffin, that's for sure. I don't know exactly what's in it, but I know it's not empty.
Inside is what looks to be a poorly cremated corpse. Like the flames didn't quite take. There's a good bit of it that's gone, but at this state of decay, it's hard to tell.
Oh, hold on.
What?
You're good. Okay. Good.
But it does seem to be holding a picture in its hand.
A not burned picture?
A not burned picture. Well, it's not holding it it's not like it's gripping it. It's like, yes, the body was posed in the coffin and somebody put the picture in the hand.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna reach down and grab the picture.
And when she does, the body reaches up and grabs her back.
This is the most elaborate hit job I've ever heard of.
I was like, for real or for play? Because she's gonna shoot it.
So
Its name is apparently Alexander. It feels like it's a shooty moment.
the answer is yes. The corpse grabs Emerson and jolts up and asks, "Why couldn't you do it?" And as you pull your gun out and just cap it, you realize that it was a vision. Jackie,
So
you never saw the body move.
I imagine she reaches down and tries to pull up the picture, and what she sees is it grab her. She pulls out her derringer with the other hand and just straight to the skull, thinking it's gonna hurt her. Pops the shot, and I guess all Jackie sees is just her reaching down, grabbing the photo of the body laying there, and her pulling out the derringer, just shooting in its head.
I think you got it.
You did. Does she kind of snap out of it, and it's how it was before, and she realizes it wasn't real?
Yeah, as soon as you pull the trigger, the crack of the derringer going off brings you back to reality.
She shakes her head. Place messing with me. She looks at the photo.
The photo is a photo of yourself and a young gentleman standing in front of the archway to the homestead. That is the Dresden Den homestead and avian sanctuary. On the back, it's got... Anybody remember what year this is?
18 blah de blah.
Yeah,
I think it
it's
was
got-
1870 something.
Pretty sure you said the year before in somewhere last episode or something.
Yeah, it's like the 1880s now, I want to say. Yeah.
84.
84. Okay.
Or it at least started in 84 because that is when the epitaph is marked for.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, gotcha. So yeah, on the back of the picture of you and this gentleman who you assume is the corpse, because on the back of the picture it says Alexander and Emerson, or Alex and Emmy, and then the date 1979. 1879.
Whoa, I was like, whoa. This is a new story arc I wasn't expecting.
The worst part is it's canon. It could happen.
And
There
what
is
year
a Deadlands noir.
you said it was 1880 something?
The current year is 1884. That picture is marked 1879.
Okay, just making sure I have it right in here. She just looks it over and just folds it in half and puts it in a pocket. Like hops out of the grave with the shovel and sticks it in the ground where the tombstone is that has her name on it. I need to dig this one up. I think this is important to know what is or isn't in here.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe I'll find some answers. I don't know. But I feel like I gotta be the one to do this. And she just
I'll be right down the way if you need anything.
she nods and just hefts the shovel up and like starts digging. She stops at a couple of points and just kind of takes a few breaths and then keeps digging. And I'm not sure if she finds a coffin or not. But if there is a coffin, there's nothing in it when she finally opens it. Well, I guess that answers some questions. And raises a whole hell of a lot more. Actually, I don't even know if that answers questions or not. Something weird's going on here. She just kind of gestures for Jackie to look. It's like, it's empty. There's nothing in here.
Maybe we should look around the house.
Maybe. I don't know what all we're gonna find.
Lead the way. It's your house, it seems.
I guess, unless there's somebody else named Emerson Drez. Which, according to this picture, it is me. She just sits the shovel in the ground again and just walks towards the house. Is there a back door on this place, Cody? Or is it just the front door?
I don't know. It's your house. Yeah, there's a back door.
But what if it isn't? What if there is another Emerson Drez and this is just all an elaborate ruse? Yeah, she just goes up to the back door and tries to open it very slowly.
As you open the back door, you see the inside of the small house is Jackie. You can see it pretty much looks the same way it did when you were viewing it through the mirror in the upside down. I forgot what
The hunting grounds?
Hunting grounds, yes. When you were viewing it
The
from
upside grounds.
Yeah, the upside grounds. It's a small homestead house, 2 bedrooms, a central area. The muscle memory kicks in almost, and Emerson starts walking towards one of the bedrooms, and you feel like you're at home. It feels weird, feels like you're at a place that you shouldn't be, but at the same time it's familiar. And it's where you belong. What's going on with Cassidy right now?
I would assume Cassidy is just was hanging out next to Samuel and Andrea during that whole thing. I think after they have their moment, she would just kind of give them a happy smile, happy for their reunion, and would walk away and try to find something to either cover up the fathering call or like move him out of sight for Andrea to see. Just something to keep him out of her sight.
I think that John is probably helping you, like, move a few corpses. Some of them being a little bit more careful than others. One might be getting just kicked around like a hacky sack that also weighs like 200 pounds, but hey, John's good with his legs.
How many corpses are there? I thought there was just like one.
What, 2? Technically?
Oh, yeah.
There are technically 2 now.
Yeah.
And one of the corpses
Well,
is
there's 3 actually.
Wait, why 3?
Well, there's one in the grave. There's an old man, and then there's a party
Okay.
member.
Oh, I was gonna say like it's up on the hill. It's like out of the way from where you guys are at.
Okay, well,
the corpse in the grave on the hill.
It's still technically 3.
I would definitely help, or have John help me kind of move shit out of the way and let Samuel and Andrea have their moment together.
I hear him. Oh my god.
And then have, like, respectfully put like a tarp or a blanket or something over Doc Val to be like, oh no, our friend.
Right before going back to kicking the father and call in the face.
just juggling him while he's doing that.
The dead cold face.
Cassidy would probably take off her duster and like lay it over Doc Val's body.
Yeah.
Yo, Sid, why are you taking that off?
My duster?
Yeah.
What? Is there a problem with that?
Well, yeah. How else is everybody else in town gonna identify you as like a wizard or whatever you do?
John, I'm more concerned about our friend here than what people think of me.
You know what? It's real sweet of you. I'm gonna go back to go find like a hole to put this body in.
Oh man, there's actually a freshly dug hole with a empty coffin like right up the hill.
Oh,
you mean a destroyed, rotten coffin?
Nah, there's an empty coffin in the hole that didn't have a person in it.
Yeah.
It's just empty.
Yeah, John's gonna go try and sneak the father and cause corpse up onto a hill and toss it in there.
Fuck is
I
wrong
don't-
with you?
You guys know that it's up, like, there's a space up there. I guess you're just taking it up there and seeing.
I'm just looking around for stuff. If Cody wants me to make an investigate check, I'll do that. I just, don't want the corpse ruining the tender moments.
Body's hidden. Val is covered for now. We will pan back into the house.
Sorry. Cat.
Once you're in the room, you almost instinctually go over to a creaky floorboard. Like, this is where I keep my things. And of course, inside there is a Zippo lighter, a letter that seems like you wrote it to apologize to somebody, and a small pile of bird skulls.
She's gonna pull the Zippo lighter out and put it with her other Zippo lighter and hope she doesn't get them confused. Because the other Zippo lighter is from Sid.
Mine's not a Zippo. It's a disposable.
I apologize.
So you're good.
The letter she's just gonna kind of set off to the side, and when she pulls out the bird skull, she just drops them like right away, and like wipes her hands off on her clothes.
Speaking of Sid's lighter and the Zippo being confused, they do have a similar resonance. Like, it feels like they would have been used to do the same thing. But if you were to flick the Zippo, nothing would happen. I guess, like, there's, like, the imprint of a spell in there.
Okay.
Then the pile of bird skulls.
Yeah, she's not touching those now that she knows they're in there. She, like, wants nothing to do with those. And, like, actively is wiping her hands on her clothes and just not paying attention to those. She picks up the letter and looks it over. You said it looks like an apology of sorts?
Yeah, it looks like a letter that was written apologizing to Alexander that, like, sorry I couldn't make it in time. I don't know what else to do. I don't want to leave my best friend buried on the hill. And it goes on for a little bit. Finally ending in I'll only have to say goodbye one more time. And signed Emerson Drez. So when you picked up the bird skulls, did you touch the skulls physically?
Yeah. I imagine it was one of those, like, reaching down into the floorboard to see what was in there. And so it was like, Zippo lighter, put that away. Letter, we'll deal with that. Oh, there's more stuff in there? Reach down, bird skulls, instantly like, fuck this shit, drop, and like clean hands.
Yeah, so when that happened, you got a vision of a flaming tornado of like a swarm of birds in the form of a tornado that was then set on fire. Weird shit, but that's where the vision ends, and you drop the skulls.
she just looks over the letter, trying to make sense of it, especially the whole, I'll only have to say goodbye one more time. And she, looks up to Jackie and just kind of hands him the letter. I got some theories, but and I'm seeing stuff, but I still don't know everything that's going on right now.
Don't really remember much of your time before Caliente, do you?
Not at all, actually. She sits down and crosses her legs and pulls out a book that she's taken out a couple of times before and slams it on the ground. Opens it up to the first page. It's a very detailed picture of different buildings in the theater in Caliente. Turns it to the next page and it's a picture of the bar. And next to it is a picture of the barber shop. And she goes through a couple pages and it's pictures of different buildings in the town. After she goes through them, there's a picture of Sid on the left side. And on the right side, it's got her full name listed there, what she likes to be called, different things about her, her favorite foods, her favorite colors. She flips it over. Next is Doc Val's. And some things crossed out off to the side that she was clearly trying to hide that she knew about. And then other things written about her. And it's just generic stuff, but stuff that you think somebody who knows somebody very well. She flips it to the next one and it's John. And stuff written about him. And then there's Jackie there, and she flips it, and it's just different people. After it goes through the main group, because it's got Samuel in there too, it has a picture of all of them together, and there's just other pictures after that, and writings and scribblings. She looks up at Jackie. I don't remember anything before I became Caliente. I started this so that if it happens again, I got somewhere to go from. I got something to go off of. So I don't forget you all. But I really don't remember it. Any of this. It's just all so foreign to me.
And he makes kind of a sad face. Hearing all this. Seems like a curse, I'm sure. But forgetting can be a blessing sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be, depending on what happened. But I guess if this was my former life, a former self, I liked birds for some reason, just based off of all this. And so I don't know what happened to make me just say, these things are dangerous and they don't deserve to live. But then I also don't know where all these weird stories came from that I know about. Are those old memories that I just happen to remember? These crazy birds with crazy talons and thunderbirds and all this other stuff. Where did those come from? I remember traveling, but I also don't kind of remember traveling. It's very weird. And I just...
I wish I knew what to tell you. But I'm afraid I don't.
It's just hard to kind of parse out what's going on.
What do you want to do with this? You learned a lot today. But what do you want to do with that knowledge? Does it help you at all?
I mean, clearly I have some kind of connection to some kind of other life. But I don't know how important it is. But also, why the actual fuck did Samuel's father-in-law come here to try to do all this? Why bring his wife here? Why come here of all places?
Hey, Cody.
Yeah, man.
Can I just roll a blanket smarts roll to try to piece stuff together?
Yeah, if you wanna get a roll of smarts roll to actually, you know what? You wanna spend a Benny and tell me what's happening?
No, because I don't know.
You can make it up. That's what the
No.
bennies are for.
No,
Yeah,
I'm good.
you can do a smarts roll.
Okay, I'm not good at on the spot stuff.
All right, give me like 5 seconds to stare out a window.
Yeah, buddy.
For your success, I'll give you based on what you can piece together and your previous knowledge, what little of the world plain old Jackie Dawson has seen. Every now and then, like when you're shaving somebody's head, not too consistently, but you've seen enough guys come through when you shave their heads and you see a scar in the back that looks like a GSW. You've noticed that tends to cause amnesia. If the trajectory's right, it's a survivable thing. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. But not hot lead takes a bit of the brain with it when it goes through. And piecing together the visions Emerson's talked
what they were, yeah.
with you about. And the fact that, this is supposed to be an aviary, but there's no aviaries around, and burnt corpse, flaming tornado of birds. Sorry, I couldn't help you in time. You get the sense that Emerson's probably the one that burned the aviary down. And with your raise, I'll give you one question.
Okay. It's Fallout New Vegas, guys. No, I'm just kidding. One raise. One question. Why did Emerson burn down the aviary?
Because something caused the birds to turn on Alexander. The tornado wisdom swarming her best friend and picking him apart. And her best shot at stopping it was her zany Zippo. And she tried it. And he got caught in the crossfire, but those fucking birds got what they had coming.
What kind of birds were they? Did I see that? Can I piece that together?
Since you didn't see the vision, you know what?
I'll ask Emerson.
Emerson, how well do you know thy enemy?
I mean, considering most of her stories are weirdly about, correlated to birds, she probably knows, I don't want to say the breeds of birds, but,
Species?
the species of
Their
birds.
species.
I know, but the breed of bird sounds so much funnier.
Or types.
It is
Types that
fine.
words works too.
And the fact that they had an aviary, she's probably pretty well versed on birds.
Yeah, but how much of that does she remember?
Probably types of birds, maybe not how to take care of them, how to murder them. Yeah. So
what birds were swarming Alexander? What birds were at your aviary?
Probably birds of prey.
The kind that fly.
Yeah, the kind that fly.
Look at all
penguins.
these chickens.
Look at all these chickens.
Probably birds of prey that have the sharp talons that just.
But yeah, birds of prey, definitely birds that, with a large enough number, could easily take out a human.
I should have asked a different question. God damn. I thought that something more pertinent. Hey, Emerson,
I'm starting to have ideas of what's
you
going on.
ever find a scar that you don't know how you got anywhere? Like something around your noggin, perhaps?
Does it look like I can, look at my head?
Well, you can feel your head, though.
Do you sit and feel your head? 'Cause I really don't. I just kind of
Maybe
push
it's a
my hair as
ball.
best
Maybe
I
it's a
can.
ball guy thing. Maybe it's a ball guy thing.
I guess so.
But Seriously, like when you're like taking a bath or something, you never felt like a bump or something on your head you didn't know was there?
Not that I can think of. Did you want to look at my head?
No. Here's what I'm kind of trying to piece together here. I'm not. I don't know your life no better than you do, but I think you burnt this place to the ground. You these birds you kept. Something made them violent, and they attacked your friend or your companion, whatever you and this Alexander fellow were, and you tried to stop them. You burnt this place to the ground trying to save him, and you failed. You couldn't. I don't know why you don't remember anything, and I don't know if I'm right or not, but I don't know. I kind of have a mind for putting things together. Always have.
I mean, maybe it was just really traumatic and I just don't remember a lot of it, but that's just a lot of stuff to forget.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of one of those, I feel like I got a lot of answers, but also not, and now I have just as many questions.
Well, I'm gonna leave you some time to yourself, I guess. I'm gonna walk back down, but let me know if you need anything. Okay.
Yeah, I
The
appreciate it.
past can be hard. I know that just as well as any other. Be well now. And he walks back down.
Jackie, what
Yeah.
what did you do before you came Caliente? Were you always a barber?
Maybe one day you'll find out. He turns back around.
And he walks out on. Do you walk out the back door or through the front door?
Whatever way we came in.
Door. Just imagine John just tossing a body into one of the graves.
Yeah, whatever way we came in.
Yeah, so you walk out the back door just in time to see John just like hacky sack a 200-pound corpse into the hole that Emerson just finished digging.
I'm gonna pick up that shovel and throw it at his feet. Dig another hole.
Oh,
The tone
Wow,
that he
this-
said that was very, very different from any tone you've heard Jackie Dawson talk with before. It was very, very like imminent and matter of fact. And he just said that, threw the shovel down, and started walking back.
yeah, but there's like a fresh hole right here.
He just keeps walking.
Fine, I guess I'll dig another hole.
Just kick the ground real hard.
Fucking town don't pay me enough for this shit and just start digging a hole. Yeah, John will dig another hole. That is suitably deep. Like, probably
Yep.
deeper than he should go.
You have to go all the way to hell. That's what he deserves.
Y'all just
Listen,
came out of that place.
Listen, I
I
got
know.
a D12 in strength. Let's see how long this takes. Yeah, John will be digging another hole. And then when the hole is done, he will kick the corpse in unceremoniously and then start filling it back in.
You're damn right.
And then every couple of like half a foot or so, he's gonna like hop down there and start stomping the dirt super like
That
super
corpse is
packed.
just mulched.
The corpse will to make sure that it doesn't come back.
Yeah. You dig the grave 6 feet, stomping another 3, 9 feet deep.
Exactly.
All right. So while John's digging that second hole, Jackie, you return to
The others.
Sid,
Yeah.
pretty much being respectful and Sam giving Andrea the rundown Reader's Digest version of what the past couple days have been.
Thank you for taking the time to enjoy our show. If you liked what you heard, why not tell your friends, or hit the like button. If you loved it, or have ways we can improve, leave a comment on the episode, or a review to help us get out to more ears. I'm always looking for feedback to improve the show. Speaking of feedback, you could also send that to apairofdicelost on Twitter, or apairofdicelost@gmail.com. The theme music for this game is Born Barnstormers by Brian Boyko, used under a Creative Commons license. And finally, for making it this far, why don't you go ahead and refill all your bennies for the week.